is the Dutch Bangla Bank series between Bangladesh and New Zealand 2026, powered by Rocket co-sponsor Nexus Pay. Two teams, one stage, and a series that has quite a bit at stake. Hello and welcome from Dhaka. Loud, relentless, and always ready with a lot of passion for cricket here in Bangladesh, a city where cricket isn't just followed, it is felt. And today, the stage is set for the rivalry that's quietly grown in intensity over the years, and that's the trophy they're going to play for, led by Mehdi Hasan Miraz and Tom Latham. Yeah, it's a white ball series where Bangladesh are welcoming New Zealand, kick-starting the first ODI here in Mirpur today. Two more follow, the last one in Chattogram, and then two T20Is in Chattogram, and the final T20I to be played here in Mirpur on the 2nd of May to conclude the Dutch Bangla Bank series powered by Rocket co-sponsor Nexus Pay. Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to Ace Developer Presents Trade Drive. Turn your investments into a lifestyle. This is me, M9G1U, and it's a pleasure to be in company of Hamish Rutherford and Mazharuddin Ami. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hamish, you were here last time in 2013. Welcoming you back again to Bangladesh.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here, and it's beautiful weather, nice and warm. But no, it's great to be here.
Nice and warm, yeah. Maybe not too much, but here's someone who's used to it, the warmth of Bangladesh.
Yeah,
Mazhar?
you can see the jacket on. Quite adapted to it. Yeah, good to see cricket coming back in Mirpur again. Bangladesh have been playing well in the recent past, so the crowds will be hoping for a cracker of a contest again against New Zealand, whom they won a bilateral series back in 2013 when you were here. So yeah, it's going to be a cracker of a contest.
So maybe Hamish has got, bringing back some luck for Bangladesh. But speaking of that, both the teams have momentum on their side. And certainly New Zealand over the years have cracked that code of doing well in the subcontinent, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. You're right. They're coming in with good form. This New Zealand side does look a little bit different than what we are, I guess, accustomed to over the last wee while. But Bangladesh, they're coming in red hot, aren't they? A good series against Pakistan just recently. So they'll be coming in with good form and looking to kick it off nice and early today here.
Yeah, and taking the cue from Hamish, Mazhar, Bangladesh have the momentum on their side as well, 2 series wins. But the World Cup qualification is also on side, isn't it?
Definitely. Each series is going to play a crucial role, especially for Bangladesh, in order to qualify directly for the World Cup. And there will be eyes on the rating points as well in this series. And also New Zealand, they will be looking to play their wonderful cricket they have been playing over the past few years now, especially in the white ball format. They have been red hot against India in the last series they played here this year early on, and we are hoping that the both teams play good cricket.
Yeah, and hoping for that, and we were just having a look at the head-to-head just a while back, Hamish, and New Zealand are way up ahead. As Mazhar mentioned, that it was back in 2013 when you arrived that Bangladesh has won. But still, Bangladesh is not a side to be taken lightly here in at home, at their backyard.
No, they're certainly not. I think that statistic would be more leaning towards back at home for New Zealand. Over here, it's a tricky place to come and play. Obviously the conditions, the weather, and the surface as well, which we might see a little bit different today with it being a day game. So it can be a tough place to come and tour for the New Zealand side. And as mentioned, it is a fresh-looking team. So for some of those players, it is their first time here in international cricket.
And speaking of New Zealand being a fresh-looking team, maybe a bit lesser in experience in comparison to the more experienced campaigners, but still not a side to be taken lightly.
Yeah, the selectors retained just 6 players from the previous squad that played against India in India. So yeah, it's a change for them, but at the same time, a great opportunity for the youngsters to come in these testing conditions, playing against Bangladesh at home, as you mentioned. Never easy, but yeah, these are the situations and the moments that they want to create for themselves in the coming days. And for New Zealand, yes, experience lacks, but there are quite a few experience with the bat, with the likes of Tom Latham, Will Young. They can prove to be costly for Bangladesh.
Yeah, and speaking of that, as the teams have arrived, they've started warming up, even though it's a warm day. Hamish, the side yes, it's not like it's completely inexperienced in terms of, they've played the matches, they've made their debuts, speaking of the New Zealand side. And Rob Walter did mention, that it's still an opportunity for the ones who are here, isn't it?
No, you're spot on. These guys aren't young in age. They're young in international experience. They've been around the domestic scene in New Zealand for a long time now. A number of them have played a handful of games here and there for New Zealand in different formats. But it's just that opportunity in the subcontinent that they get today. A few of them were here last year with New Zealand A, played Bangladesh A. So they have experienced the conditions a little bit, but coming here in an international game, it's a lot different. The buzz around the ground, and I'm sure the crowd will be in this afternoon screaming. It can be quite a hostile place to come and play as a touring side.
Oh, well, it can be, but two people who know a lot about this are the two head coaches of the respective sides, Rob Walter, but first, Phil Simmons of Bangladesh. Coach, how important is it to carry on the good momentum that has been going on for your team at home, especially with the World Cup qualification in focus?
Well, the thing about it is it's always good to improve and to keep evolving, and that's what we've been trying to do. We've played well against Pakistan, but now it's a different series, and we need to make sure that we continue improving and showing that things are getting better in the team from a performance point of view.
And in terms of that different opposition, would you be adapting more to the opposition or playing to the conditions?
Well, you've got to play to the conditions. You've got to see what the wicket is like. You've got to see if rains come in, whatever. You've got to play to the conditions, but you've got to play to the situation that's happening out there as a player. So I think that's what we focus in a lot, that we control the situations out there.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. Wish you all the best.
No problem, anytime.
Coach, you've been pretty successful in the subcontinent. Would you please tell us the secret recipe to that? And what do you think would be the formula to get the better of the Bangladesh side here at home?
No secret formula. You're obviously just trying to play, the best cricket we can. Obviously, conditions are the important part of that. So just trying to respond to those conditions as quickly as we possibly can. We always sort of pride ourselves in our preparation, but also in the way that we adapt quickly. So, today will be no different.
A lot of the players coming back into the squad, it is definitely an opportunity for them. But what are the boxes that need to be ticked for them to make the most of this opportunity?
Look, I think just having the opportunity is the first thing. There's no downside to experience. Playing against a good quality team in their own conditions sort of puts our players, our younger, inexperienced players, under pressure out in the middle, and that's kind of when you find out about your game the best. So, yeah, we'll take everything we can get, experience-wise, performance-wise, and we'll be ticking boxes the whole way through for sure.
Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Had the pleasure of catching up with the two coaches early in the morning, and gentlemen, you've heard interviews as well. Hamish, as coach mentioned, that there's no secret sauce, but they're proven and they're constantly a threat New Zealand.
Yeah, he actually spoke really well there. I think Rob Walter, he mentioned there that, yeah, as you said, no secret formula. It's just about coming and adjusting really quickly to the conditions. And I think you'll hear over the next wee while the players, they'll talk about that. How quickly can they adjust to what they've got here today and try and create a formula to get a winning score. And I think that's been the secret to their success over a number of years now. They've been able to adapt very quickly on any given day.
They have been. But another side, speaking of the home side, Bangladesh, Mazhar, one series, the West Indies series, the surface was spin heavy. The spinners did well. But Nahid Rana outshone along with Taskin Ahmed and Mustafizur in the previous series versus Pakistan. Who are the key players to look out for, you think?
With the ball, it's obviously Nahid Rana with that express pace that he showed in the previous series. I love to see the surface, how it plays. We have seen it helped the seamers in the previous series. Also, the batters can play their shots. We have seen Tanzil Hassan Tamim scoring 100. So, yeah, these are the players I'd like to see at the top. Saif Hassan has been struggling in the last series, but he's a good contender in the opening spot. Someone like Shomo Sharkar scored heavily against West Indies, but didn't get the opportunity to play against Pakistan. So, it's a sweet dilemma for the Bangladeshi selectors and the team management. It's an aspect that Bangladesh are looking to form, keeping the World Cup in mind next year in South Africa.
Yeah, and speaking of that, the toss has been proven to be crucial here in Mirpur. HD Ackerman is there with the two captains.
Right, so in 2023 is the last time these two sides met. Hang on a second here, we've lost our captain. He's just having a little bit of a chat with Phil Simmons, the coach, so we're going to get things underway. I'd love to give you an interview, but that's not going to happen just yet. There might just be an injury. Right, we're going to get things underway here shortly. All right, we're going to have to go back to the studio for a second here because Andy Pycroft, the match referee, is just having a discussion with Phil Simmons, who is the coach of Bangladesh. There might be an injury concern.
Well, as we just saw and heard from HJ Ackerman, there's a bit of a delay with the toss. And we were hearing from Mazhar who are the players to look out for. And of course, the surface will matter, and we'll go and see what the captains prefer. But in terms of this young side, who are the players to look out for in the New Zealand lineup? Hamish?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Will O'Rourke back. He's been injured, so it'd be great to see him back in the forward. And obviously, you look at Latham and a bit of Nichols as well. So I'll be looking at those guys.
Yeah. It is an interesting mix, but I think HJ Ackerman is ready with the two captains now for the all-important toss.
Right, second time's a treat here, so let's get things underway as quickly as we can. Mehedi Hassan Miraj, the captain of Bangladesh, alongside me, as well as Tom Latham, the captain of New Zealand. Andy Pycroft from Zimbabwe is our match referee. Mehedi, you got the coin. Heads is the call. It is a head. So, Tom, you've won the toss. What are you going to do first and why?
We're going to have a bat. Obviously, looks a reasonably good surface. Looks reasonably dry, and obviously slightly different being a day game as well. So, hopefully, it will potentially slow up towards the back end.
No secret that there's a lot of New Zealand cricketers all around the world playing cricket at the moment. Is this a tour of opportunities for this squad?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when guys are playing in different leagues around the world, it does present opportunities to other guys. We're very fortunate that all of the guys in our squad have played for New Zealand at some point, but I think the exposure that we're getting into guys, the more games that we can get into guys and build the depth of New Zealand cricket is only a positive. So, yeah, as you said, a really good opportunity for everyone.
Mirpur, no secret, has played a little bit differently over the last couple of series here. What's the balance of your side looking like? Number of spinners, seamers?
Yeah, so I've got 3 genuine seamers, left armour, and then a few all-rounders. So, yeah, obviously really exciting to get into it. Boys are ready to go. It's been a couple of hot days, but yeah, embrace what Bangladesh has for us.
All right, Tom. All the best for today.
Cheers. Thank you.
Skipper, you okay having a bowl first on this?
Yes, I love to bowl first because, the new ground and the new wicket as well.
You were very impressive. Your bowling side was very impressive against Pakistan in that 2-1 series win. Where are the areas of the side that you're looking to improve over the course of this series?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was great series for us, and the bowlers bowled really well that moment, and especially the bowling unit, like the pace bowling unit, did really well. And I think we have a very good bowling attack at this moment, like the 2 spinners and 3 fast bowlers. So I am really happy.
There was a bit of a chaos here at the beginning, bit of a late change. There's an injury. What happened?
I think the looks like a good wicket. They miss good wicket all the times. Sometimes getting advantage the batting and the bowling. So you never know what kind of wicket we are playing. But still, I believe that this is a very good wicket to bat on the bowler. If we bowl well, definitely we will better, and if we bat well, definitely we will better.
All your seamers available?
Yes, we have three seamers.
All right, all the best for today.
Thank you.
So the news from the middle, it's New Zealand at first.
The news from the center is that New Zealand have won the toss and decided to have a bat first. I'll go over to Mazharuddin, my fellow commentator colleague. Mazhar, no surprises there that the numbers tilt heavily towards that decision as well, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. And even in the previous series, we have seen teams batting first go on to win matches more, even in the last series before that. So yeah, it's not a surprise from my point of view, but yeah, Bangladesh, good to see them playing the same squad that played against Pakistan. 3 seamers in the lineup with the likes of Nahid Rana, Mustafizur Rahman, Taskin, Shoriful is also there. So it's a great bowling unit for them. Spinners are also doing their job, but I'd love to see the surface, how it reacts. For New Zealand, they need to adapt. It's not an easy surface to go out and play your shots immediately. So these are the adjustments the opposition need to make, and Bangladesh will look to make make this early inroads with the ball.
Yeah, surely. And speaking of that, New Zealand too are going in with three seamers, and I think it's quite different, contrasting in comparison to when you came last time here.
Yeah, certainly. It's spun a lot that year, and I think what we've seen recently here on the surface that it has bounced a lot more, and it's typical of what you see. The Bangladesh, obviously, team, they've got some good seam bowling stocks now, so they're looking to play to that strength. But I think that will also help New Zealand. Like I said, Will O'Rourke, someone to look out for. Nathan Smith, a bit of swing at the top of the order as well. So it'll be good to see how this plays.
Well, it will be good to see how it plays. And to tell us all about it, we have the pitch doctor in HD Ackerman. Over to him for the pitch report.
Well, the one thing that I will say is that it is extremely warm out here. It's humid, so please excuse me if there's sweat dripping from my brow. But this surface here in Mirpur looks a whole lot different to what we've become accustomed to over the years. Normally, it's very dry, loads of grass cuttings thrown over it to try and hide the dryness. But now what we're seeing is a lot of hard work has been done here. This looks as though it's going to be nicely paced, good bounce as well, so good for the seam bowlers. Not a huge amount of turn, nice for batting because I said the ball will come on. The one thing we need to be aware of here is the dimensions of the playing area, because there is a considerable shorter boundary to the other one. Away to the leg side, if you're bowling from the rocket end, which is the media end, it's just 58 meters, whereas on the other side of the ground, it is 69 meters. So 11 meters difference. Don't be surprised if in the power play and at the back end of the innings, we see the batters target that short side. When it comes to the toss, I know New Zealand have won and said they're going to have a bat first, but I don't think Bangladesh will mind at all chasing, because it looks like a good pitch to bat on.
Well, we've heard it from the expert in HD Ackerman, and I've got more from our experts here on Straight Drive. What do you think of the surface, Hamish?
Yeah, you said it looked like a really good one, which is exciting. Hopefully a high-scoring game, but as mentioned, the bit of heat around, I wonder if that's going to play into the hand, and how will the surface hold up as the game progresses? Will we see a little bit of variable bounce and potentially a little bit of spin? But as HD mentioned there, the shorter boundary on one side, so that'll definitely become into play, and it'll be interesting to see how the batsmen go about using that, but also the captain and the bowling team as well.
Yeah, we'll talk more about this on Ace Developer Presents Straight Drive. It's time for a short break. On the other half awaits the playing 11s. You're watching Ace Developer Presents Straight Drive. Turn your investments into a lifestyle. And just to give you a quick update, New Zealand have won the toss and decided to have a bat first. No surprises there. They're setting the tone, and given the weather here, it's quite hot. That might be an advantage if they can manage to tire out the home Bangladesh side. But we've got the teams as well. Hamish, we've got the 11. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's a good-looking side. Like it's been mentioned, there's opportunities galore out here. Everyone has played for New Zealand, so for me it's good to see Will O'Rourke back in the mix. He's been out with a long issue with his back, so it's great to see him out there and look to partner up with Nathan Smith at the top with the ball. But they have the bat in hand first, so I'm looking forward to seeing Henry Nicholls with bat in hand. He's had a stellar summer back home for his Canterbury side, so hopefully he'll be looking to bring that form into international cricket.
Yeah, and moving over to the home side, who've been on the winning run. Mazhar, your thoughts?
Yeah, good to see Saif Hassan. The selectors giving him another opportunity. The team management backed him. Tanzit Hassan Tamim, obviously man in form. The likes of Nazmul Hossain Shanto, Liton Dash and Tawhid Hridoy making the middle order a lot stronger. But the consistency will be the key for them, how they bat. But with the ball, it's obviously the seamers who have dominated over the past couple of years. The likes of the Fiz, Nahid Rana, watch out for that guy, clicking 140 plus consistently. So yeah, it's a good bowling unit for Bangladesh. They would like to restrict them, get some early wickets and maybe put pressure on the New Zealand batters early on.
And it's also good to see, as you mentioned, the Saif Hassan given another go. Afif Hussain, they're also giving him another shot. It's a good thing, and giving players a sense of maybe reliability, confidence.
Yeah, it's also important for them to be assured as a player that I'm playing, I'm going to perform, and then might performance will be judged later, but you need to give him enough opportunity to show his potential. So good to see that they're backing their players. Shomo Shorka not playing this game, but still good to see him in the squad. I'm looking forward to him. But with the ball, I'm really looking forward to Nahid Rana, Taskin Ahmed, the freeze. Rishad, obviously, he's been the highest wicket taker for Bangladesh since 2025. He's matured a lot playing that big bash league. So now they have that variety in the bowling lineup, express fast bowler, good bunch of spinners. So yeah, it's a great mix.
Hamish, it's pretty much the same, can be said for the visiting New Zealand side as well. You know, plenty of comebacks in the side. It's a good opportunity for them to raise their hand and come to the party.
Oh, it certainly is, and like mentioned, Nichols, Latham and Will Young, they're your experienced core with bat in hand. So, you know, you throw in a little bit of Foxcroft with the bat, Muhammad Abbas, and also Dane Cleaver. So it's great to see them involved, and they'll be looking forward to getting out there on what looks like a really good surface. First use of it, get a good score on board.
What should be a good score, you reckon?
Anything 270 plus, I think, today. I think that'll be a good total.
The average first innings score here in the last two series has been 230 plus, but Bangladesh posted 275 and going to win the last third ODI against Pakistan. Yeah, Hamish is right. Anything above 270.
Anything above 270, that's what our experts think on Ace Developer Presents Straight Drive. That's it from us. On the other half, we will have live action coming your way. Don't go anywhere.